I want to do is play that, and then I'll come in the second segment because I want to go off what we talked about on Friday.
Okay.
Excellent. All right, I'll be back in whatever it is.
You got 12 minutes.
Perfect.
Get the answer to your question that's keeping you from taking action and succeeding today. Get ready. The guide that will put your fears behind you is on the air now. Taking calls at 713-785-1817. Toll free 877-881-0271. Now here's your host, Jason Bible.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Jason Bible, Right Path Real Estate, live here in the studio. If you want to give us a call, 713-785-1817. Really interesting week. I'm going to talk about two things principally today. One is an article I read, I would say last night, it was this morning, like 4 in the morning. I woke up, had to go to the restroom, feels in the middle of the night. I guess I turned 40. That's the thing that you do when you start getting older, right? So got up, couldn't go back to sleep, so I read this article this morning. Very interesting comments as it relates to commercial real estate and the CEO of Starbucks. And I'm going to share with you why that's important here in a minute. I want to talk mostly on today's show about the presentation Dr. Dothsauer gave at the Redneck Country Club event Wednesday night. And I'll go ahead and cut right to the chase and tell you, man, it feels good to be right. Oh, it feels so good to be right. For 2 years now, I've been telling this story. And here we got an economist, I think his PhD is actually in finance, on stage singing from the same songbook. I do not know Dr. Dothsauer. I've met him once in passing, so we don't compare notes, and put it that way. But his presentation Wednesday night was absolutely phenomenal. If I get some time this weekend, I'll pull maybe a couple of clips. But here's what I'll tell you, folks. I don't know if there will ever be a time this good to invest in single-family real estate. I'm going to try not to make this Houston-specific, today's presentation. Some of it relates to the broad market. However, I will tell you, if you are investing in Houston, Texas, secondly, if you're investing in Texas, you are in the place to be. There is no better place on the planet. Here's a little stat he shared. America is the best place in the world to invest. And 40% of those investment dollars end up in Texas. I'm going to say that again so everybody gets it. America is one of the best places to invest in the world. And when a company, when a family decides to invest in the United States, 40% of those dollars end up in Texas. That is absolutely insane. One state is 40% of those investment dollars. It's absolutely wild. Here's another thing I did not realize for you Houston people. I didn't realize we went through a recession in October of 2014. Did y'all know Houston went through a recession starting in October of 2014, and it ended about 6 months ago when Harvey blew into town? I had no idea. I mean, we had noticed there was a slowdown in the sales of certain houses at certain price points, but, I mean, slowdown maybe like it took us a month or two longer to sell something, but that was it. I didn't see anything else. He said it started October 2014 with what? The reduction in the price of oil. And those of you in the oil and gas industry, I mean, y'all have experienced, firsthand. If you got somebody in oil and gas in your household, you know you guys are sweating bullets over there. We're over here in the energy corridor on the west side of town. and this is, I mean, if it's not Class A real estate over here, it's pretty close. Class B plus at least. And I can look out my windows and see buildings. We have 25 million square feet of vacant office space over here on this side of town. I mean, I could still see through buildings. Buildings that were built and right at the time of the crash, they just weren't completely occupied. There's a lot of sublease space out there. And all that stuff started in October of 2014. And according to Dr. Dotzauer's analysis, that all ended about 6 to 8 months ago. So we were in the middle of a recession for 3 years and didn't even know it. At least we didn't know it on the real estate side. I mean, I noticed some of our properties took a little bit longer to sell, but and here's what I'll tell you since Harvey, and I cannot explain this at all. Well, actually I can. Houses are selling, and they're selling fast. I mean, it felt, now for us, one of the things you got to realize is real estate isn't a month-over-month business. In other words, we don't see changes in the broader market month-over-month. I see them quarterly at their worst. Like you'll see, if you see a big move in the real estate market, it's usually quarter-over-quarter. I don't see much action month-over-month. There's too much noise. But I'll tell you, in the last 6 months, we've sold some deals so fast it blew my mind. Retail side. And it almost felt like 2013, 2014 all over again. We started Houston House Buyers in July of 2013. And we were selling houses through 13 and 14 so fast it blew us away. So we're out of the recession. In fact, third little tip I got about Houston that I did not know. Houston is counter-cyclical, meaning our market is the complete opposite of what the rest of the country experiences. If the rest of the country is in a downturn, Houston's typically on an upswing. The rest of the country is doing really well. Houston's in a downturn.
Man, this guy sounds awesome.
Yes, he does.
It's the best radio show I've ever heard.
The commodities business, which of course ours here is oil and gas. So it was very interesting. I didn't know that we were building this monster real estate business, this investment portfolio in the midst of a downturn. It didn't feel like a downturn to me. It didn't feel like a recession to me. But evidently it was. The rest of the state, well, let me back up, which makes sense. Because if I look at appreciation in Houston, Texas, between 2012 and now is only 7.6% on average. I got an update not too long ago, last year's appreciation numbers. I can pull them out of my email whenever I get a chance here during the break. Average appreciation is 7.6%. By the way, if you're buying rental properties for passive income, and you should be, you can hear my voice, you need to be buying rental properties. If you got a $100,000 house and it's 7.6% appreciation, what's that house worth in 12 months? Answer, it's worth $107,000. Appreciation is the biggest moneymaker in your portfolio for a buy and hold landlord. Period. The other 4 ways that you calculate internal rate of return for a piece of single-family real estate pale in comparison to appreciation. And appreciation grows tax-free until when? Until you sell it. Technically, you can just refinance it and take those profits out tax-free. I don't recommend that strategy, but a lot of people do it. However, when you compare Houston at 7.6% to Dallas, Dallas is averaging 12% a year. Which makes sense why there's been a big difference between Houston and Dallas over the last 3-4 years. Houston's been in a recession and still grew 7.6%. Yeah, let that one rattle around in your brain for a while. we've already gone through our recession, guys. And while we were going through our recession, we were growing at 7.6%. And you're telling me you don't want to get into single-family real estate to build wealth? And I'm telling you, you're insane. So this is also what it tells me. If we're just now coming out of this recession, what's the next 12 months going to look like? It won't be 7.6% growth. It'll be 10, 12, 13, 14%. There are neighborhoods in the last 5 years in Houston that have grown at 14.7% appreciation for 5 years. Let me tell you what that means mathematically. It means the value of that house has doubled in less than 7 years at about a 15% annual growth rate. Technically, it's a CAGR, compound annual growth rate. And people are telling me, but Jason, houses are so expensive, and I'm going to be $20,000 out of pocket for this deal instead of $7,000. Yeah, and you know why? Because that house is appreciating 10% a year. If you're in a deal for $20,000 out of pocket on a $150,000 house, and that house appreciates 10% in 1 year, that means it's worth $15,000 more. If you did nothing else in that investment, didn't cash flow it, anything, you put 20 grand in, you're getting 15 out in appreciation. Add on cash flow of probably $3,000-$4,000 a year. Add the depreciation to your taxes if that's something, if you're not exempt from that. Add the equity that you bought in the property. And you're telling me Bitcoin's better? Yeah, right. You're terrible at math. We get back from the break. We're going to talk more about how to build wealth with real estate and the story that is Houston. It's Jason Bible, Right Path Real Estate.
Oh, yeah. That dude's awesome.
Did you know that there are over 20
So we've got, what, 4 minutes?
in
Yep, 4
retirement
minutes.
Okay.
accounts in the U.S.? Imagine if you could use someone's IRA to fund all of your deals. Well, you can. Quest IRA is based locally here in Houston, Texas. At Quest IRA, we offer retirement accounts that can be used to invest in real estate, promissory notes, private entities, and much more. Many of our clients loan money from their IRAs to fund real estate deals all over the country. We don't sell any investments or give advice. However, we do hold free networking events, weekly educational classes, and free consultations with an IRA specialist. For more information, visit our website at questira.com or call us at 1-855-FUN-IRAs. To tap into the $24 trillion in retirement accounts in the U.S., call Quest IRA at 1-855-FUN-IRAs or go to our website, questira.com.
Hi, Clint Coons here, attorney and avid real estate investor. You know the greatest mistake real estate investors make is not understanding the potential liability that exists from owning real estate. At Anderson Business, Legal, and Tax Advisors, we specialize in protecting real estate investors in all 50 states. In addition to structuring your business for optimum protection, we provide guidance so you pay the least amount of taxes available under the law. We have 150 employees that range from lawyers to CPAs to estate planners and much more. Download our free ebook, The Invisible Investor Strategy, today at AndersonAdvisors.com or call for a free risk reduction analysis and financial blueprint at 800-706-4741. Anderson Business Advisors will help you keep more of what you earn. Call us today at 800-706-4741 and mention Right Path Real Estate.
Are you expecting to close accurately, on time, and with lots of communication on your home purchase? You've come to the right place. I'm Jennifer Hernandez, Senior Loan Officer with Legacy Mutual Mortgage. Our goal is to give our borrowers and referral partners an amazing experience during the loan process. My team believes in putting people and culture before results. Our company concentrates on building those teams who operate with structure, process, and recognition for going the extra mile for you. This way, we have the energy to make this your best home purchase ever. Give us a call today to find out the simple steps to get started. I'm Jennifer Hernandez, the Hernandez team, at Legacy Mutual Mortgage. Jennifer.legacymutual.com or call 713-579-3611. Again, Jennifer.legacymutual.com. We can't wait to consult with you soon. NMLS 514497.
Equal Housing Opportunity Lender. NMLS 514497.
Are you looking for an
All right,
investor-friendly
1 minute.
general contractor
Whoa,
for your
that's
investment
hot.
property? Then call Fast Track Remodeling at 832-742-9992 or reach us on the web at fasttrackremodeling.com.
Fast Track Remodeling specializes in turnkey remodeling of single-family investment properties. Whether it's a flip rehab or a rental rehab, we manage every aspect of a rehab from start to finish with a highly efficient, standardized process.
Over the last 6 years, Fast Track has completed over 700 projects, which has helped us to create our 3 keys to success. Use a detailed scope of work so that everything gets done, train and maintain quality crews so it gets done right, and complete the work in a proper order so it gets done fast.
No more managing it yourself, no more doing the work yourself. Fast Track Remodeling really does manage it all.
So give us a call today at 832-742-9992. Again, that's 832-742-9992.
Do what?
Or reach us on the web at
We're about to go live.
fasttrackremodeling.com.
Okay, perfect.
This is Business 1110.
All right, here we go. Hot mics.
Welcome back. Jason Bible, Right Path Real Estate. That was the first segment from Friday's show. And the reason I had to replay it is I got a bazillion messages from Friday's show. It was a shocker to a lot of people. I want to first talk about the economy. And I pulled some numbers from Houston. I want to talk about appreciation for a minute. Appreciation in real estate comes from 2 places, and that's it. It comes from an increase or a decrease in supply or an increase in demand or some variation of those 2 things. That's the only way prices go up. That's it. Either there's more buyers than sellers out there, or there are more, the buyers stay the same and there's just less properties for sale. So I went ahead this weekend, actually I did it before the show this morning, and pulled some numbers for you. 1997, over 20 years ago, because I need a full year's worth of data. So I compared 1997 to 2007 to 2017. Why do you think I pulled those years? One reason is they're after a downturn. 1997 was the year after the real estate slowdown in 96. 2007 was just headed into a downturn in 2008. And 2017 was the year of Harvey and the end of our downturn in 2014. So I wanted to pull those numbers and share with you just aggregate sales data, meaning how many properties were sold in the greater Houston market. Now, when you look at real estate markets, they call them MSAs, and it's really the greater statistical area. In other words, for the Census Bureau, it's not just the city of Houston. It's Houston, Galveston, Sugar Land, Woodlands. So it's that 10,000 square mile area that you and I in Houston call Houston. I mean, even though it's Galveston, it's pretty much Houston. So Woodlands, hey, guess what? That's Houston. People will say, oh, I'm from the Woodlands. Actually, you know, the folks from DFW get the, oh, I'm from Plano or I'm from Frisco. You're from Dallas, dude. That's it's all Dallas, right? So this is the area in which data folks use. It's not just, you know, Harris County. It's not just Houston. So let me share with you the total number of properties sold in 1997. That would be 41,000 houses. Houses, lots, I mean, all that kind of stuff that gets sold on MLS. 41,000 properties sold in 1997. 10 years later, 2007, 83,000 properties. I want to say that again, 83,000. 1997, 41,000. 2007, 83,000. More than double. So let's compare 2007 to 2017. 2007, 83,000. 2017, 95,000. Wait a second here. 20 years ago, we had 41,000 houses. By the way, that was a record for Houston. 41,000 properties sold. Fast forward 10 years later to 2007, 83,000 properties sold that year. That was also a record for Houston. 2017, 95,000 houses or properties. Again, a record. But we went from 20 years ago to 10 years ago and doubled, and then went from 10 years ago to 2017 and only increased by, what is that, 15%? So what's happening? Are there less people in the city of Houston, in Harris County, in Fort Bend County, in the greater Houston MSA 10 years ago than they were in 2017? Absolutely not. The population has exploded in the last 10 years. And we've only sold 15% more properties. Why is that? Answer: there's no new supply coming on the market. No one's building. Let's just be brutally honest. There's no new construction. Virtually no new construction when you look at it statistically. Is there new construction going on? Sure. $400,000 or $500,000 houses. I was out on the bike this weekend in Wimberley. Boy, I had forgotten how tall those hills are in Central Texas. That explains why when I was a cyclist back in the day, I only weighed 155 pounds. Those hills are steep. I was looking at some new neighborhoods riding around the Central Texas area. It's San Marcos. I couldn't find a neighborhood below 300,000. Here's the reality, folks. Real estate is not getting any cheaper. There's not any new stuff coming online. That is why you're seeing houses below 300,000 and in particular below 200,000 for those of you who are landlords. The appreciation is skyrocketing. That's why we saw 7.6% appreciation since 2012 in Houston, despite the fact that Houston was in the middle of a recession since October 2014. I'm willing to bet all the radio shows related to real estate and those in Texas are not even talking about this issue. They're all talking about nonsensical stuff like, when's the next bubble coming? There's a bubble in real estate. No, there's not. There's absolutely not. Not down here. Now, New York. Oh, there's some great articles about New York's getting eviscerated in the last 8 months. San Francisco, though the prices keep going up there, the Bay Area is going to get hammered. It's just a matter of time. King County in Seattle, it's going to happen there. But in Texas, I don't think so. Not even close. If you bought a house in the peak 1996 and sold it in 2007, 2008 during the trough, you would have still made money. People get so worried about, oh my gosh, what's the market doing? I want to make sure I buy the house at the right time. This is not trading stocks. This isn't trading, day trading nonsense. This is real investing. You have to know what you're doing when you're really investing. You can buy at the peak and sell at the trough 10 years later, and it doesn't matter. There's way too much appreciation. Look at your return on a compound annual growth rate of 5% a year for 10 years. What's that property worth 10 years later? And then let's just say there's a 20% downturn. I can tell you this, you're still making money. The people who should worry the most about real estate downturns and bubbles and all that nonsense are developers and new home builders. Those guys historically get obliterated. They make a boatload of money as the market begins to peak. But when the market changes, they just get annihilated. They take a ton of risk. But for those of us that are buying houses in middle America, buying houses around the median home price, buying houses, investing in them to rent, the risk is a lot lower. In fact, let me explain to you why. I mentioned on the show, that's why we played the first segment from Friday this morning. But I mentioned on the show 5 ways to calculate your return. Notice I didn't say the 5 ways to make money in real estate. There's a reason I don't say it that way, because it's not true. These are not the 5 ways you make money in real estate. That's nonsense. That makes no sense at all. These are the 5 ways you calculate your return from real estate. Big difference.
2 minutes.
The only way to make money in real estate is how you buy it. These 5 ways, these 5 elements we use to calculate return are not how you make money in real estate. It's how you calculate that return. The only way to make money in real estate is to pay less for it. That is a big difference than calculating your internal rate of return. You don't make money individual in these 5 ways. The only way that these 5 ways work is because you paid the right price for that piece of single-family real estate.
1 minute.
You only make money one way in real estate, and that's paying the right price. I will tell you right now, every guru across this country does not understand that. It's the price you pay for this stuff. The price you pay directly indicates what your return will be. Just by the fact that you can calculate return does not mean that's a way you make money doing the deal. We get back from the break. I'm really going to get into this, into the nuts and bolts of this, because this is something you have to understand. I got a zillion emails on it this weekend. We'll talk more about it when we get back from breaks. Jason Bible, Right Path Real Estate.
Mic's off.
Hey, you guys on Facebook, y'all need to share this one. This goes against all the conventional wisdom out there. So share it up. Yes, Daniel, I have the best charts.
Are small returns getting in the way of your retirement plans? Why settle for mediocre results? There's a better place to invest. The experts agree. Single-family real estate is one of the best investments you can make. Find out how JB Fund Services offers a 9% preferred return and up to a 13% waterfall. Call us today at 281-915-0906 or visit our website, jbfundservices.com. That's 281-915-0906. This investment is offered to accredited investors.
Real estate investors, if you're not familiar with Quest IRA, let me tell you what you're missing. We've got free weekly educational classes, networking opportunities, and the ability to tap into trillions of dollars for your real estate investing deals. Come by our office or join us remotely as we simulcast all of our educational classes every Tuesday morning and evening. For more information, call us at 1-855-FUN-IRAs or visit our website at questira.com.
Are you a realtor or seller that is concerned about the new TRID rules and closing on time? I'm Jennifer Hernandez, Senior Loan Officer at Legacy Mutual Mortgage, and we have mastered the 30-day close. We close on time, accurately, and with tons of communication. You'll have a dedicated team of a coordinator and a contract-to-close associate. Give me a call today at 713-579-3611, and let's talk about how we can help you on your next transaction. NMLS 514497.
Selecting a foundation company and their product for repair is a lot like a game of chance. You simply don't know what you're going to get. The foundation repair industry as a whole doesn't carry a license, nor is it regulated. However, Foundation Check utilizes professional engineers to review all of our files to give you the best foundation analysis in today's market. Remember to check before every repair. Call 346-702-3825, or you can reach us online at foundationcheck.com.
Are you looking for an investor-friendly general contractor for your investment property? Then call Fast Track Remodeling at 832-742-9992 or reach us on the web at fasttrackremodeling.com.
Fast Track Remodeling specializes in turnkey remodeling of single-family investment properties, whether it's a flip, rehab, or a rental rehab. No more managing it yourself. No more doing the work yourself. Fast Track Remodeling really does manage it all.
So give us a call today at 832-742-9992.
Hello, real estate investors. Do you need a lender that moves fast at the speed of a jet to fund your investment properties? Jet Lending will help you purchase properties quickly with as little cash out of pocket as possible. Jet Lending also sets up a repair escrow fund to help you with repair costs. Jet Lending is your fast and friendly hard money source for first-time investors and seasoned professionals. Call 281-872-7800 or email us at info@jetlending.com.
You found or inherited a great investment property. Problem is, you don't know how much it's worth, or more importantly, what to do to
1 minute.
maximize your investment while mitigating risk. This is exactly why we started Next Gen Appraisals. Next Gen is a group of appraisers specializing in investment real estate. We understand that investors aren't just looking for a number of what their property is worth, but a comprehensive analysis of the market. Give Next Gen a call at 713-346-9911 or check us out online at nextgenappraisals.com.
Taxes. Just the sound of that word makes people cringe. At Anderson Advisors,
Love
we
paying
provide
taxes.
tax reduction through asset protection for real estate investors throughout the country.
Who
Our
doesn't
unique
love paying
philosophy
taxes? That means
has
you're making money.
CPAs, lawyers, bookkeepers, and estate planners with one common goal: helping you, the real estate investor. Check us out today at AndersonAdvisors.com, and don't forget to tell us you heard about us at Right Path Real Estate.
I hate this phone, everybody. This phone
This
sucks.
is Business 1110.
Oh, yeah.
All right, here we go. Hot mic.
Welcome back. Jason Bible, Right Path Real Estate. I thought I was just telling you guys what was going on Friday. I didn't know I was starting a real estate mutiny. It got a little crazy. I'm glad I went out of town. I think there were people looking for me. I think there was a mob out looking for me Friday. Where is this guy? He's not supposed to tell everybody this stuff. Internal rate of return. What's my total return on a piece of single-family real estate? I want to reiterate this. This is not the 5 ways we make money in real estate. That is patently untrue. I read it on blogs. I hear it on radio shows. I see it on the internet. It is utter BS. That is not how we make money in real estate. That is how you calculate a return. There's only one way to make money in real estate, and that's when the piece of property is purchased. Now, to calculate what you have captured as an investment is done so with 5 key elements. The first one everybody knows is cash flow. I buy it, I fix it up, I put a tenant in there, I've got some ongoing monthly expenses that come out of my rent. That net income divided by my total out of pocket will tell me what my cash on cash return is. That's an easy one. Everybody learns how to do that. It's kind of like, first day of algebra. Pretty easy to calculate that, right? Everything that comes out of my pocket that goes into that deal, less how much that deal cash flows. Now, I think it's really easy to calculate. But I'm going to tell you this right now. A lot of people mistake cash flow for profit. There's a real estate club in town here that teaches cash flow as if it's profit. That is not true. You need to calculate vacancy costs. You need to calculate make-ready costs. You need to calculate a management company fee, even if you are self-managing it. You need to charge the deal a property management fee. That's what we do on all our deals. We did it since the beginning. We've now moved all of our stuff over to Property Care because we don't like dealing with tenants, and quite honestly, we're pretty terrible at it. So we have Jerry Taw manage our stuff for us. And you should too. But Jason, I only have 5 rentals. Yeah, and the reason you have 5 rentals is because you're managing them yourself. Give them to Property Care. Stop goofing around. You going to run this like a business? You're going to run it like a hobby. How much money you make from a hobby? 0. How much money you make from a business? All of it. Start treating it like a business. Most of you guys that listen to this radio show, do y'all work in an office? Yeah, absolutely. Let's say you work for a big company like Chevron, Exxon, Shell, FMC, or you work down in Methodist, MD Anderson. Do you guys run the vacuum in your own office? No. You got somebody else that does that. You guys make sure the lights are on when you walk in the morning? No, the building management people do all that. Make sure the conference room is set up for your meeting? No, that's somebody else's job. So why are you managing your own property? It seems kind of absurd to me. So you need to know the difference between cash flow and profit for a rental property. All those expenses need to be loaded in to that deal to make sure it produces profit. And profit is their true cash-on-cash return. Cash flow is not profit. I could do a 2-hour-long seminar on that simple calculation. And I'll tell you what, that simple calculation is the difference between you making a few $1,000s a year owning a piece of rental property or negative. And the problem is that negative number, you don't know until you've owned it for about 5 years. All right, so cash flow is number 1. Second is equity. How do you calculate equity? Real simple. What do I have in it today? What's it worth today? Equity is a today number. Meaning, I'm all in on this piece of property for $100,000. I have an appraisal from Michelle Rodriguez. Sorry, she just got married. I'm still getting used to the new name. Michelle Rodriguez over at Next Gen Appraisals. She does an appraisal on it. I'm all in for $100,000. My appraiser says it's worth $140,000. I got $40,000 in equity. Easy calculation. I don't even come up with that number. I get an expert like Next Gen, and they do the number for me. Pretty simple, $140,000. In fact, I sent her a deal Friday because we were having problems in our office calculating it. So I'm like, hey, can we get an unbiased third party to give me a desktop on this? She said, absolutely. So equity. Third is debt pay down. Most of you are buying real estate with leverage, meaning you're getting a mortgage. We highly recommend a 30-year fixed rate mortgage. That is the gold standard. The gold, solid gold. The gold standard in real estate. You can actually get them in commercial. A lot of people don't know that. You can actually get a 30-year fixed rate mortgage in commercial. Or you get a 30-year with a variable mortgage in it. That's for a whole different show. I won't even get into all that today. Most people don't do it. The gurus don't teach how to do it, and then you end up with this balloon. Anyways, like I said, whole different show. 30-year fixed rate mortgage is the gold standard. That's what you want on that piece of real estate. Every month you pay your mortgage, and I shouldn't say you pay it as the investor, your tenant pays it. Every month you pay it, you're paying your principal down. Now, you guys all know that mortgages, you pay the interest first, and then you pay the principal last. So the longer you own that mortgage, the more likely it is that you're going to pay down the principal. And of course, you can always pay more principal down, right? Principal pay down. You're able to pay your property off quicker. So number 3 is debt pay down. Fourth one is appreciation. This is where it starts to get real interesting. Why does it get real interesting? People are telling me that real estate investors are paying too much for property. And I tell them it depends on how good you are at math. And they say, what do you mean, man? I'm invested in Bitcoin, yo. And I'm like, that's because you don't know how to do math, man. When you're looking at a recession, a Houston recession, and we still experience 7.6% appreciation per year, I don't care what the next Bitcoin, loser coin, bro coin comes out, guess what? It pales in comparison to real estate if you know what you're doing. Dallas has appreciated 12% since 2012. 12%. Let me tell you guys something. That's a compound annual growth rate. That means if you bought a house in 2012, paid retail for it, it's a $100,000 house. In January 2012, by the time you got to January 2013, the house was worth 112. And then it's worth 12% more the next year, and 12% more the next year, and 12% more. I mean, and people tell me, bro, I'm making so much money in my sleep from Bitcoin. I'm like, yeah, because you must be a horrible real estate investor. Bitcoin, what a joke. I'm doing day trading. Oh, that sounds like a great idea. Appreciation is the largest piece of a real estate portfolio right now, and it will continue to do so. Y'all want me to go back over those numbers? I'll go back over the numbers. Here's the number right here. 1997, 41,000 houses sold in Houston. In 2007, 83,000. 10 years later, twice as many houses sold. And then in 2017, 95,000 houses. Same length of time. 10 years, increased by only 15%. And why is that? Because there are no new houses being built in the last 10 years. That is going to continue to happen. It is too expensive to build in Texas anymore. No matter how many illegals we get into this state, it is not going to matter. It's too expensive. The whole mantra that land is cheap here, that left 10 years ago. I was wholesaling a deal. I had this guy send me an email. He goes, hey, man, you guys get any REOs? Y'all get any REOs? Those are typically foreclosures. Y'all get any REOs? And I said, dude, that ship sailed 10 years ago. Oh, well, I don't know about that. I mean, our business is doing well. I'm like, what? There's virtually, must not be doing, your definition of well is different than mine. Because if you're going after REOs, there's virtually none out there. That may change here in the next couple of months with the Harvey inventory. At least that's our prediction. But appreciation is the single biggest reason why hedge funds are flying into town, buying swaths of neighborhoods. They're doing it in Houston. They're doing it in Dallas. They've done it for years. But Jason, they're paying too much for them. Based on whose math? You're telling me I can get a 10% rate of return by paying retail for a piece of property? Well, what's really retail? Because I can tell you based off these numbers I'm seeing right here, over the last 20 years, that appreciation ain't going anywhere anytime soon. Here's a little anecdotal fact. Did y'all know the median home price continued to climb even through the worst real estate crash in modern times? Go look it up. The median home price in Houston climbed all through 06, 07, 08, 09, 2010. Why is that? We just don't have enough supply. And guess what? We never will. We get back from the break. I'm going to talk more about the 5 ways to calculate internal rate of return, not how you make money in real estate. Busting a lot of bubbles here today. If you're on Facebook, share this up. See you guys here at the end of the break. It's Jason Bible, Right Path Real Estate.
Mike's off.
You found or inherited a great investment property. Problem is, you don't know how much it's worth, or more importantly, what to do to maximize your investment while mitigating risk. This is exactly why we started Next Gen Appraisals. Next Gen is a group of appraisers specializing in investment real estate. We understand that investors aren't just looking for a number of what their property is worth, but a comprehensive analysis of the market. Give Next Gen a call at 713-346-9911 or check us out online at nextgenappraisals.com.
Hello, real estate investors. Do you need a lender that moves fast at the speed of a jet to fund your investment properties? Jet Lending will help you purchase properties quickly with as little cash out of pocket as possible. Jet Lending also sets up a repair escrow fund to help you with repair costs. Jet Lending has originated over 2,000 loans in Texas, valued at over $250 million. Jet Lending will help you evaluate your deals for free and give you feedback on value, cost of repairs, and potential loan amount. Jet Lending is your fast and friendly hard money source for first-time investors and seasoned professionals. Call 281-872-7800 or email us at info@jetlending.com. Oh, and don't forget about our famous Third Wednesday Super Investor Networking Meeting. Lots of fun, lots of great real estate talk. We'll see you there.
Do you have cracks in your brick, doors that stick, or sheetrock that's coming apart? Then you may have foundation movement. Due to our expansive soils in the Houston area, it's probably not a question of if you have movement, but when. Call Foundation Check for a truly independent, unbiased foundation evaluation. Foundation Check has been in business since 2009 and has completed over 1,400 evaluations. We're not in the business of repairing foundations or selling you unnecessary peer work, but we are in the business of evaluating your foundation. Our product is designed for house flippers, landlords, or even owner-occupied properties. Each of our files is reviewed by a licensed engineer. Remember to check before every repair. Call 346-702-3825. That's 346-702-3825. Or you can reach us online at foundationcheck.com. That's foundationcheck.com.
Time is money in a real estate deal. If your insurance company is slow or non-responsive, you could lose a deal like that. You need a quick turnaround on quotes or binders? The agency for that is Benchmark Insurance Group of Texas. The team at Benchmark understands the investor mindset. They know what you need and when you need it. We're here for you. Are you a rehabber, wholesaler, buy and hold, or flipper? Bundling your properties on a single policy will help save time and money. Benchmark has been in business for over 10 years, and we insure over 30,000 properties. Contact Benchmark about our exclusive investor package. Call us and let us show you what we can do for you at 281-569-4353. That's 281-569-4353. Or online at benchmarkbroker.com. That's benchmarkbroker.com. That's 281-569-4353. Or online at benchmarkbroker.com.
Are small returns getting in the way of your retirement plans? Why settle for mediocre results? There's a better place to invest. The experts agree, single-family real estate is one of the best investments you can make. Find out how JB Fund Services offers a 9% preferred return and up to a 13% waterfall. Call us today at 281-915-0906 or visit our website, jbfundservices.com. That's 281-915-0906. This investment is offered to accredited investors.
This is Business 1110.
All right, hot mics.
It's the final countdown. All I can think of whenever I hear the final countdown is we had this Eastern European guy that we used to work with in the health physics department. That was his favorite song. We did a karaoke night one night for our Christmas party, and I will never forget that guy singing that song on stage. It's burned into my mind. So in any case, welcome to the show, Jason Bible, Right Path Real Estate. I've been debunking one of the myths, actually two myths. One is we're in a bubble. Nothing could be further from the truth. We're not even close. For single-family real estate. Multifamily, whole different discussion. Single-family, by the way, single-family and multifamily are counter-cyclical, meaning when one is up, the other one's down. Multifamily's at all-time highs right now. I don't even think we've reached the full potential of single-family. And I don't say that just being a single-family investor, because I've got enough integrity to tell you when it's not a good time to invest. We are all in. In fact, when we went to that event Wednesday night that we sponsor at the Redneck Country Club, I was even more emboldened after I got out of there, because I'm like, okay, I got a guy with a PhD. It's got 40 years experience in real estate. Just said everything I've been telling you guys for the last 3 years is right. I mean, and we don't know each other. Met the guy once, and I doubt he listens to the show. So it's like, at that point when I heard that, it's on. It is on. In fact, I got a text during the break about a deal we're in the middle of, and I fired an email back. I'm like, what do you think the rehab is? I think we can make more money on it. Let's hold it a little bit longer. I'm also debunking the myth that there's 5 ways to make money in real estate. That's simply not true. There's one way to make money in real estate, and it's what you pay for it. There are 5 ways to calculate the return on that piece of real estate, but those 5 ways in and of themselves don't make you money in this business. It's what you pay for that piece of real estate. I talked about how to calculate cash flow versus profit. That's element number 1. Second one is equity. Third is debt pay down. Fourth is appreciation. The fifth is depreciation. Some people will tell you that you will pay no taxes on your income from your rental properties. That's simply not entirely true. It's true for certain people. It depends on tax bracket and all this other stuff. You do get to depreciate certain things. Just keep in mind that depreciation is really a loan from the government. If you continue to buy real estate, you can 1031 in, capital gains, depreciation, all that other stuff. You have some advantages there where you won't have to pay some of that back. However, I will tell you, do not believe that these things are tax. They're like a little IRA. That's not entirely true. It really depends on what your tax situation is. Here's what I'll tell you guys. If you want to learn how to become a real estate investor, if you want to go out and buy some houses, you want to take advantage of these 7, 8, 9, 10% of your appreciation, a couple $100s a month in cash flow. You want to take advantage of all of the things that will help you build wealth for you and your family. I highly recommend you come out to our free event Thursday night. Go to rightpathrealestate.com. You can sign up there. It's our income and wealth introductory workshop. It's about 90 minutes. We talk about why the retirement plan that you're on doesn't work, and then we talk about how to build wealth with real estate. 8 out of 10 millionaires come from real estate. It's that simple. You want to be a millionaire? For me, it's pretty simple. I was like, 8 out of 10 guys have already figured this out. I'm just going to go invest in real estate. I recommend you do the same. That's what we do. So come on out to the event Thursday night. Go to rightpathrealestate.com. You can sign up there. Thanks for listening. Tom will be here for Build Your Team Tuesday, 9 a.m. Be here bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, so you can start working with the people that we work with to help you maximize your returns in single-family real estate. Thanks for listening, guys. Tom and I will be in studio on Wednesday, and we will see you then.
Have a good one.
All right, thanks.
You've been listening to Right Path Real Estate Radio. Find Jason and Tom at rightpathrealestate.com.